Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and welcome to what might be the start of an awful decision. Terrible Regit standing by his principles and making his job even more difficult for himself. Let's lynch mob him. The reason I say this is because what I'm planning to do is complete an ancient curse level without any of the true form legends. After the video, what I found was that a lot of the comment section seemed to suggest to me that I'd been doing broadly the right thing. There weren't nearly as many people as there usually are saying, you've done this completely wrong, you've got completely the wrong idea, you suck, Regit. Instead, there was just a lot of people saying true form legends, which I won't be using for growing strange related reasons. And then there was only a little bit of stuff that I could improve on, like with the relic doges at the start, I assumed there would be, and something about maglevs, which I asked Jace about and apparently isn't true. So that has successfully filled me with both a sense of hope that perhaps my strategic sense isn't quite as bad as it was in the times before, but then also a sense of worry because we didn't even come close to beating the level. I mean, we came closer than when we first tried the level. We managed to stall Relic Bun for a tiny bit, but ultimately we were swamped hugely. So doing this without the true form legends is still probably going to be a challenge, but a challenge that, unlike most challenges, I am going to relish. Because think about it this way, if I continue growing strange and continue to fight through it, taking about 20 odd tries again to get a single Elder Cat through, and I'm still doing the stage, what reason have Ponos got to change it? None. I'm just continuing with the status quo, however much I might dislike it. But because I'm not disrupting anything, I'm not a problem. Mind you, I'm not suggesting that not doing it will make me become a huge problem, but at least my cause will seem a little more credible than if I just battled on and growing strange and moaned about it. But at the very least, I like to think that I'm able to make some kind of point out of this, and if this disadvantages me, well, growing strange is an unjust stage, and I'm not going to be going back to it. So, without further ado, today's mission on the cards is actually facing danger. I'll get to the level in a bit, alright. So, here's what has been reformed and created having looked at the advice that I've been given. So, there were a few comments about it, and Jace kindly made a video. So, instead of the rather expensive Jiangshi, we've now gone with Gato Amigo, which has the ability to knock back everything, and I assume including relic, which should come in handy for stuff like the relic doges and maybe even the relic bun, seeing as it moves forward far too quickly. We have Metal Cat as before and Zamboni as before, because stalling is imperative in this level. We have the slapstick cats, which didn't come to great effect, but are our only anti-relic cat that we're probably gonna have for like almost ever. Then I've got Manic King Dragon. Jace used Sniper the Recruit, which I don't have, but I remember looking at a comment which said to use Manic King Dragon, or not that, but Dragon it said. So I thought I'd use this one because I believe it has a little bit more range, a bit more of an error margin to be able to deal with the relic doges at the start and make stalling a little bit easier. Then Cyberpunk, as before, pretty much a staple. Going to be able to slow the relic as Ultraland can in freezing terms. And then Procky Boy once again for damage, as you might expect. So, all in all, a fairly sensible on-paper strategy, but as we probably well know, anything that works on paper is liable to not work at all in the real lives. So, attack! And into the battle we go. Great worker cat once, and the first relic doge is here. A shining, in fact. Look at that. It's got little green lines, a little animated thing. I very much like that. Not something I could see when it was rushing through all the new stuff last time. So we're going to meet shield just like this. I reckon maybe I can get away with just constant Manic Erasers, just like this, and then the relic doge will be dealt with. Manic King Dragon's going to stand at definitely a big enough range so that it doesn't get hit, and the relic doges are nicely dealt with. So apparently, what I assumed before as some kind of limit to the amount of relic doges was just a sort of lull in the spawning of them. Apparently, there's as many as you like, basically. And oh, okay, no, that's not worked. Well, I need to meet shield probably quite a lot more. When these are done, we wait a little bit longer, more will come along, and we'll be able to get our worker count up. That is, if we can actually kill them. Of course, stalling these things is infinitely more difficult in real life than when you watch a video or someone advises you to do a certain thing. But we've got through it, it's alright. Now we got Jewel Dragons, the start of a stack. and a bit more meat shielding. So hopefully we don't lose 96,000 health, because that'll leave us dangerously close to death. Again. Well, that's mighty encouraging. Looked like this new wave of relic doges didn't come soon enough, so we've got Bun Bun out, so that's a failed attempt there already to start off with. Nothing better than a failed attempt. Zamboni buying us a little bit of time there, enough to save up for Cyberpunk, but is it enough to do quite anything else? We don't have enough monies for any of me other freezy stoppy units. I'm going to bring out Slapstick Cats as maybe our best bet, but other than that, what have I got? Metal, a bit of meat shielding, and very, very quick death. That's the only other thing that we've got. It's going to be a challenge, this. Start is proving just as annoying as it was before, and advice to do it better has proved not that great at the moment. We'll keep trying on it, but that's a resolute failure. We can't just try again, because it's not a reasonable level, and that's 200 energy down the drain at lightning speed. But I'm not going to give it the joy of beating me. We're going to escape and try again. Well, I could have predicted this happening if I'd have thought. I've misinterpreted the advice, which is actually a synonym for me in general. In fact, it says do not lure the relic doges, so we're just gonna push straight forward, and the idea is we kill 3 of them and let the 4th one kill us, so that maybe we can let things last a little bit longer, and then more relic doges will appear and allow us to keep stalling. Unfortunately though, even though I've got all 3 meat shields going out at the same time, it's still proving really difficult to keep these doges at bay. In fact, it's not enough. 2 erasers and a Gato Amigo, not enough for some doges. Oh yeah, another one dead, so there's 2 left, so I reckon the idea is we kill 1 more, then let that one kill us. I mean, frankly though, by the seeming of it, oh there's 1 more. I think we might have just about got that right then, so we can upgrade the word cat to a massive, huge level 4. How incredibly exciting. Well, I mean, I guess it's a start, and we're going to keep knocking it back because of all the Gato Amigos we got with their lovely little hats. But if we do keep knocking them back, we'll arrive at the same problem as before. Hopefully they're... Oh, that's brilliant. As soon as I want a relic doge to kill me, they're easy to kill. Love it. Right, Bloons TD5 music back again. When I mentioned that I'd played that before, people were like, wow, you played Bloons TD5? Yeah, I mean, don't you know? Have you not seen my 69 subscriber special? In typical Ultraland fashion, he has died there on the spot after taking 1 shot. Of course, without loads of units at the same time, the creation of misery and relic-related pain has moved forward, killed everything, and once again, we're gonna die without any opportunity to further or try again or practice, because no continues is a stupid idea. Just to put this into perspective, this is the penultimate attempt. We haven't been recording for very long at all, but I guess this is the nature of this level. What can I do? Playing normally, I have 840 energy to work with, and once that's gone, that's gone. This time, all I'm gonna do is meat shield, Zamboni, and metal cap. Just the first row, and that's gonna be it. And if I just keep doing it like this, hopefully they won't move forward through me, and I can get my work cat up. I doubt it though, because every single bit of money that I'm earning is gonna be spent on these meat shields. I just looked up to see if my monies were going up after a round of meat shielding, and they did. But then I looked down and realised that was because I'd missed one of them. In an absolutely shocking twist, this strategy does in fact not work. A few relic doges is enough, it seems, to defeat any kind of cat army, and that's going to be it. Again, if we can't find a way of rescuing it, of course I'm going to meat shield as best I can, but what really can you do when it's no continues? You can't give it another go, you just have to try and rescue it as is, and if it doesn't work as is, well, screw you. As far as the level's concerned. I mean, the Relic Doge doesn't attack that quickly, thinking about it, so Metal Cat is a great thing to have, but that's only going to last for so long. In fact, Metal and Slapstick's a lovely combo. We occasionally get a nice knockback on the Relic Doge, and then Metal Cat survives for a little bit longer. And in fact, that's actually gone better than I expected. So all in all, we've again got to the base at level 4 Worker Cat. I feel like this is going to be a growing strange thing again. Stalling just is a non-concept. People are like, oh, it would be nice to stall and, you know, get yourself a Cyberpunk cat or whatever. But when it actually comes to doing things in practice, it's just a physical impossibility. I was about to say that the amount of meat shielding we've got out now is actually helping us a little bit better. But in realistic terms, it's not really. It's moving closer to me. It's going to be inside the Cyberpunk's range about now. And again, we have no monies for it. Again, this has been a huge failure. And again, nothing works. Or in a comment section friendly translation, I'm awful and everything I do is an absolute travesty. Why are you even watching me? I'm going to bite the bullet then. In all fairness, Jace's video actually had a rich cat in it and Sniper the Recruit, so it makes sense to put Sniper on. So this is where it starts to slip downwards down that hill of misery, where not only am I wasting my energy and my time, but also my items, which I hold quite dear. So let's start a little bit away from the base, just give us a nice sense of security and try our best to stop this relic doge. I reckon Metal Cat at the start then. All that's going to do is benefit us, I assume. We're getting the recharge time ready for another Metal Cat afterwards. So I probably don't need much meat shielding until the Metal Cat itself dies, is probably the idea. I'm just going to try and operate like this. Maybe start trying to stack stuff. What Jace did was bring out an Ultraland, the Ultraman, who looked very dangerous at parts of the start, so I'm going to try my very best to protect him. But who knows? Seeing as it's me and I'm automatically a million times worse than everyone else, it's probably just not going to work out at all. I'm going to get murdered by Doges. I've tried to change the meat shielding to 2-part, just because Manic Eraser, actually, because it's a Manic, by definition of its type, it sort of does quite a lot of damage. Rather too much compared to what we want. So I'm actually fearing a bit of a moving forward towards the base there. So again, we've not really had any kind of opportunity to stall. Our only real opportunity was in the fact that we had a level 8 worker cat anyway. But that's items. That's nothing to do with the structure of the level. Anyway, here goes nothing. Our best bet is stalling. We haven't got Crocky Boy out, so damage is out the window. We just got to try our very best to stall. Cyberpunk starts off with a stall on the Relic Doges, but interestingly, not the Relic Bun, which leaves us very open to being killed. Additionally to that, my Manic Eraser seems to be completely averted to being spawned. Every time I tap it, it seems to completely ignore me. Not entirely sure why that is, but that always seems to have been a problem. We've got a nice slow on them now, but as usual, Ultraland stands way too near the front for my liking. Again, another interesting hit on Ultraland, which I learned in the Twilight Zephyr thing, that it's because it was in the process of being knocked back. Ultraland hit, doesn't freeze it. Ultraland's dead now due to the Relic Bun, and guess what happens next? Yeah, that's right. It's the end of the video. I put a freeze cannon on, as Jace's video suggested, but that's only going to stop him for so long, whatever high level it may be, and so he continues on his rampant quest once more, and that's it. As I predicted, I've started wasting my items to no good avail. Well, I say that, we've knocked him back. Okay, one tiny little good avail, but with few monies and just some meat shields. What do you really expect to come out of this? Nothing too good. I'm going to keep fighting until the last, because I've actually used my items on this attempt, but really, again, what do you expect? Little saving grace by Zamboni there, but once again, it's dead due to the incredible amount of damage that this fellow does. And although I've frozen him in the rather interesting and very green pose there, that's another defeat at boss HP 70%. A round of applause, thank you very much. I think I'm going to give the same advice to myself now as I give to people who can't do Chapter 3 Moon even though they've got all their treasures and all the cats the highest level they can get them. Give up. Wait it out. Wait until you have higher level stuff, realistically if you can, which actually I can't, but anyway. I think I'm going to give up on that and focus on something more doable, which is actually a video about Heavenly Tower that I've been planning for a long time. So I think I'm going to get on with that. Feel free to advise me on a new legend and how I'm so wrong and so stupid, but make sure to bear in mind that this is me and what you deem as possible. Just think that that's not even remotely possible for me. That's been evidenced here. Stall at the start? What capability of stalling? There is none. So please do feel free to try and help. I'm sure you'll be very eager to tell me that I am way too stubborn and don't listen to any of you properly, so make sure to do that. Do love reading those comments. And so now I'm going to toddle off into the sunset. I have not energy nor the will to carry on with that level. I don't like it, and I'm going to go and do something that I like a little bit more, which actually, considering about it, isn't, because I have to do floor 34, which is just as bad. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, perhaps you might consider subscribing if you'd like to. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and any subscription towards that would be massively appreciated. I say that assuming that there are some people who will have enjoyed, but I'm sure there are also plenty of people who are just going to say, Regit should have included winning in his narrative because his video's better when he does that. Just a friendly reminder, although it's great that you love to see me win, I do too. I can't engineer the narrative of these videos. If I run out of energy and I haven't done the level, I haven't done the level. That's it. I can't change that. So please just bear that in mind. The production processes in editing of a video can't change the way the game itself fundamentally works. So, arguably, if you want to blame anything for this, it should be the no continue stage mechanic not allowing for practice or development or anything. So on that little media industry point, I will leave you, bid you goodbye, and I hope you enjoyed.